So now we're at Koto.
Yeah.
And we've been through multiple businesses and multiple hustles and multiple jobs and things of that nature. I want to know, what's one of the toughest things you've been through as an entrepreneur that really like phased you and made you like gear up to take this serious and take it to the next level to where we are now?
Definitely. I would definitely say the cleaning company.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a company in which a lot of people said that I couldn't do it because it was in a market that was filled with like a lot of Latinas, specifically Latin women, and they were owning a lot of cleaning companies out there. So, it was very intimidating. And then also I had to physically start cleaning there myself. Then I had to grow. Yeah, so I'm in people's mansions cleaning, and then I had to grow from there. So it really taught me. And then I got a lot of contracts at nightclubs, at restaurants, so at schools. So it taught me like, don't worry about the noise. Don't worry about what people are telling you when they're like, oh, this is oversaturated. You can't make money in that. Like, you need to just keep your job because you have a good job. You need to be grateful. It just wasn't true. So that was definitely the biggest mile marker that I went through that gave me confidence, like, and it built up my respect, showed me how to use the internet, like Google ads, how to get a LLC properly. It really was a really good rookie company that I would suggest anybody to get into if they can.
Okay. And then would you say being in Las Vegas, has entrepreneurship been easier for you or harder? I mean, you know how we started, but you're here now. So now that you kind of got the gears rolling, is it easier or is it harder?
Yeah, I would say, definitely with the things that I've been through, it's definitely easier. I feel like it gets easier every day. Out here, you really got to know your market too when you're opening a company. So out here, I knew it was a tourist market. I knew a lot of people were in and out of here. So I knew it was a market that I didn't necessarily have to be the most popular guy. I could just create a brand that has good branding and that's good for, tourist experiences. And then I could tap into that and then just ride that wave. So that was really the strategy behind that. So I would say it's easier in Vegas. If you're a new business owner with a bold business, Vegas is a good place to come out. Yeah, for sure.
So what peak of success surprised you that you got in Vegas?
Wow. So, man, like the first week that we opened, we were on the news like 3 times. So that was definitely huge for me because I had never been I never had the news come out for me. Right. You know what I mean? To come and like bring their cameras in their cars and then air it out live. Like, I didn't even believe it as it was happening. Like I'm like asking them like, so is this going to air on TV? They're like, yeah, it's going to air tonight on Fox 5 News or whatever. I'm like, tonight? Like, how do I let people know? And they're like, well, just tell them to turn it. I'm like, geez, it hit me,
So like, how did that get set up? Like, were they just randomly picking businesses and you were open and they walked in, or?
Yep.
Explain a little bit of that.
Exactly. So, getting in the press and getting different publishing and stuff like that, it is a lot about relationship building. But with the internet nowadays, it's a lot easier. So you could sell. This isn't what we did. We ended up knowing the exact, what would you call them, journalists that came out. We knew them personally already. Okay. So it was easier to mend that gap than what the average person would have to do, like send emails, reach out to them on LinkedIn and stuff like that. But so, that was really bold for us. And then we had a lot of other huge things come out like the first 3 months. We collabed with Rip and Dip, which is a huge company out of Los Angeles. Okay. Shout out to their CEO too. I mean, that dude's doing really well for a young guy. He's a multi-millionaire. Wow. Just bought a $10 million house. Wow. Shout out to homeboy, yeah. So and he was super cool, you know what I mean? He was very culturally intact. And, he definitely showed a lot of respect to my shop and my store and what I got going on. So lots of love there, but lots of collabs. Like, we've done a lot. Yeah.
That's fire. Mm-hmm.